Hello YouTube and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showcasing my Lockjaw Thor deck. So what that is it uses a combination of Lockjaw. After you play a card here, swap it with the card in your deck, and Thor on reveal shuffle Mjolnir into your deck, which gives Thor +6 power. And then I can do it because I unlocked, it would help if I could click the right card, Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor, that on reveal, draw all cards that cost 0 from your deck. So, what you want to do with this is preferably turn 3, you get Lockjaw down, and you run Wasp and Yellow Jacket through to hopefully pull something like She-Hulk, Giganto, or Infinite with one of those. And then, you may get a Sarah to make your cards less at that point, or maybe Spider-Woman, which on turn 3 probably wouldn't be the best, but it's still a free kind of 5/8, which is good. And then you get your Thor down turn 4. Turn 5, you can play Jane Foster, so you'll draw your Mjolnir as well as Wasp and Yellow Jacket if you haven't drawn them again already. And then you could send Mjolnir through with Lockjaw to then get the 6 on Thor and pull another card out. If you haven't played Jubilee, you can pull Jubilee into another location and try to get one of your big cards in there. And Luke Cage to where your cards can't have their power reduced. The reason I have Luke Cage in this deck is because Yellow Jackets on reveal takes away power from your cards, so you don't have to feel quite as bad about running him through Lockjaw to where you might lose a few points of power there, but also because there's just many locations that reduce the power, whether it be Necrotia or Sewer System, Jotunheim, where each turn the cards lose 1 power, or you can counter things like Scorpion or Valkyrie, things like that. If they have a Spider-Woman, if you're going against Thanos, he counteracts the Soul Stone. I think Luke Cage right now is probably one of the most important cards in the game that no one talks about, because there's so many different things that can take away power, and Luke Cage just stops it. Even in Quantum Realm, if you have Luke Cage out and play something like, let's say you skip turn 5 and you play Infinite into Quantum Realm, he stays as a 20. I've won quite a few games just having Luke Cage on the board, countering Valkyrie, being able to play into Jotunheim and not having to worry, and just can kind of ignore those minus powers, and hopefully they don't have a rogue or enchantress or something like that to stop them. But typically, most decks don't, so you can run that through and have him out and you'll be okay. So, turn 1 would always skip, and it would never play Wasp or Yellow Jacket on turn 1. Hopefully turn 2, then you can get Luke Cage out. Turn 3, like I said, you want Lockjaw as well as Wasp and Yellow Jacket through there. If you don't have those two and you still have Lockjaw, I would play Thor over Lockjaw if you have both in hand, where then you can Lockjaw, get one of those through, and if you have Mjolnir drawn at that point too, on turn 4, that's great to run Mjolnir through. You get the 6 on Thor, and then turn 5, if you play Mighty, you can play Jane Foster and get another 6 on Thor, and then depending on how things roll through Lockjaw, you may get more. So with this deck, you're typically going to have 2 big lanes. If you start your hand with your big cards, it's not the worst in the world, because you can still get, a decent lane with Lockjaw, even if you get your couple 8s in there. And then a Giganto, on turn 6 over there on the right, really most people don't expect, so you can do it. Infinite, I very rarely skip and play. If you're lucky and there's a limbo, you can skip and potentially do She-Hulk Infinite on 7, but it's rare where I'll skip and play Infinite, just because something like Jane Foster on 5 can help your Thor, so you can potentially get more power, especially if you have Giganto, so you can especially get more power between, with Jane Foster if you have Thor out and you get rolling there, getting a Giganto down, and it'll spread it out a little bit for you. So that's the deck. Whenever I see a starting hand, or by turn 3 if I have Lockjaw and my 2/0 costs Wasp and Yellow Jacket, I usually snap on that, because then at least I know I'm going to get to run everything through. Brood's not the worst thing. But right now I probably won't be snapping this one unless I get something crazy coming after this, but whenever I get Lockjaw and the 2/0s by 3, I'll snap on that one, just because that's kind of the quote-unquote nuts for you at that point, and hopefully you get lucky and then run run some stuff through and get your bigger cards. Excuse me. So yeah, you might have noticed I'm at 79. Still close to 80. That was kind of my goal for this one, and I definitely would be at 80. You know what? I'm gonna play Thor and Shuri's. That puts it at an 8, and I may not actually play Mjolnir. I've been seeing an uptick in Shang-Chi's lately. Not the hugest card for me to lose, but that does kind of sick. I've been seeing an uptick in Shang-Chi's, so I may not play Mjolnir. I think I might actually play Brood here. Well, that's really annoying. I guess I actually had to. I wanted, so that puts it at 4, 4, 8, 12, 19. That's an easy one to beat. I'm gonna play Brood over here because then it still leaves a spot for Giganto. Doesn't get quite high enough here that I'm comfortable playing it there. And over here, I don't want to fill this lane quite yet. Alright, so you're gonna be doing some sort of destroy stuff. So I definitely want to fill my... What do I have left? I don't have my big cards left. It could get a Sarah. It could get the 2 zeros. That actually is kind of stupid for me to do. It could get all those zeros. You are going to... How can I... What's my best... But that's my best way to fill. If you run an Odin at some point here, he's going to destroy at least 2 more, but it's probably going to be... I kind of need to flood the board. This stinks. Yes, you know what? I actually do. I'll put in Jane Foster because then I can flood the board with my 0 drops. I'm not going to get all of them. Hopefully one of them's Mjolnir. Okay. So I can't play anything here. They're going to keep that anyways. Okay. Are you going to do your own hazmat stuff and you got another hazmat? Maybe I do just need to make giant things. Alright, there you go, there you have it. Interesting they had their own Luke Cage. I guess they would have had a hazmat. They could have... no, they would have Mystique the wrong thing. So it's possible they're like me and they misordered. No, because if they had Mystique already, they could have played both of those, so they must not have had Mystique. So you see, I was at 79 and 2 cubes. And there was one game I was like 74, 75. I didn't think I was going to get this high. And I just like gave the person 8 cubes. I know I was going to lose. So I could have saved myself 4 cubes there. And I've had, I don't know, I can account for almost like 60 cubes that I lost between doing a couple things like that as well as times. All right, so this is good for me because I have a bunch of 6-cost cards. I'm actually going to snap with that. So I got the Lockjaw and the Wasp. This one I'll probably do Thor first, I think, over Lockjaw because I don't have a yellow jacket. But I have, I can skip and play Infinite here if I want to. I know I said you don't do that too often. I'm gonna do this, and I might actually, I'll probably run my Jubilee through. Alright, so they're gonna have some big cards. I'm gonna have to expect a Typhoid Mary. I'll have to expect a... Or I can do you. Really want to run you through. Play Thor. You know what? Let's do Thor first to get Mjolnir in. I won't be too upset grabbing a Mjolnir here. I could potentially, you know, kind of punt this location. I feel pretty good that I could win here, especially if I draw my Giganto, but it might pull through here. Oh, okay. Now, see, I'm not gonna play Yellow Jacket. I'm gonna run around. Actually, can't play over here at all. So oh no! Now I can't play in the middle. Oh, I messed myself up. This Sarah just actually messed me up. Play you for now, because if I draw a Giganto, I'd want to play that. If I don't draw a Giganto, they can't sneak anything. Oh, they probably can. No. Okay, there you go. Another win. Haven't quite gotten to do what I like to do with this. Interesting that they played this Shuri. Guess they could have had, and maybe they were hoping to draw Dr. Doom. So it, 10 in the middle isn't terrible. And then it would have snuck enough power over into the kiln that they actually would have won. So maybe they were hoping to get Doom off the top, but they didn't get it. You know what? If I'm going to get a copy, I might as well play you there. I got my Luke Cage, so I can kind of just put a couple in there, I think. And some sort of move deck. So actually we'll probably start. Oh, that's annoying. Don't want to shuffle you into my deck. Played this person before. I had someone that was moving the Cloak and Torch. Oh, that is not fun. Middle. The Spider Woman over here now wouldn't be too bad. It's already 10 points of power. But they're most likely some type of move deck. Even if they shift those over. So they filled this up already, so they must have... I mean, even if they have Cloak, they can't move a ton. I don't have my Lockjaw, which kind of stinks, but I can copy Mjolnir. I think that's all I'm going to play. So then I can copy She-Hulk next turn. We're going to snap. Now they filled this up.
Mjolnir, to me!
Want to move anything? Oh. Copy you. We're 12, so I have to assume. Who I think they're gonna pull over? I guess I would pull Dagger because that gives you a 6. Don't know. Maybe they play a Vision. So if they play Heimdall here, we potentially get 15 here. No, because Vision would still kick to the middle. I still play you out here, and if they have a Shang-Chi in this deck, I'm gonna be freaking heaved. Yes, you. They play Heimdall here, nothing shifts. Apply Heimdall here. Just use shift, and that's only 4 then. 4, actually 4, 5, 6, which ties. They play Heimdall here. The 5 moves over, so they have 9. 5 moves over. 21. 21. 21. Why am I silly? 26, 27. I think I need to put you there and you there, and that should do it. That's 4, 6, 12, 13 for me, 12 for you. I think that does it. This 5 is going to shift over, right? Oh, I hope I did that right. If the 5 stays... No, the 5 moves. Hope I did my math right. Double 12, 13. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so that's with move decks. You can really calculate what they could do. And this guy, I don't think I would have played this extra Human Torch and extra Craven. I think that's kind of what screwed them. I mean, they ended up with decent power in these two, but this extra Human Torch kind of screwed them up. Second one. I guess even the dagger too. Having just 2/2 here is kind of annoying. I don't know what else they had in their hand, so could have been the best play. And let's get one more. We're rolling pretty good here. We're getting close to 80. See if we can do it. Got my Lockjaw in the starting hand. That's good. Kind of annoys me that I honestly could be pushing towards 90 now. Looking back to, you know, mistakes that I've made throughout this season between misordering and kind of just sometimes I have I don't want to play Cage there. Cage here isn't too bad. Even then, if I play, you know, a Giganto, 15 power isn't terrible if it comes down to that. It's him and Giganto. I'm going to leave Mojo Whirl open because your Lockjaw lane is the one that you'll typically have filled. Ooh. So this is tricky. I already have you in hand, but I think I will actually be playing. So I'm going to do Lockjaw. I can't skip. I'm just gonna have to try to drop an Infinite over here on. I'm gonna ignore Mojo, so I won't be winning any tiebreakers in this one, that's for sure. Got you to run through at least. Nothing else to play this. Only destroyed one. If a waves comes down, I'll definitely have to retreat. Oh, but even so, now with this doubling, might have to just Lady Thor, She-Hulk over here, so 18, that's only 2 less. So I can run a couple more things through here and actually try to tie this. Slash potentially win it. What are they up to? 16 between 3 cards. If I could get a Giganto here, that'd be great. Oh, that's not bad either. It gets it closer. Lady Thor, and then we're gonna She-Hulk. And then I will have both my... Alright, so they used their Killmonger already. It's kind of late to snap, they'll probably leave. But what can I actually hit here, though? So I don't have to worry about that. Thor... What do we have left? 1 card? We have 1 card? Oh yeah, because I drew the 2. Alright, hold on, actually. Let me think about this. If I only have Thor, I actually want to go... I'm going to play you first, just in case they steal this. I don't lose the power there, and do that. I can't win that at all, actually. I think I do want to just do here, right? Because I just have the Thor. I won't get... Ooh, wait a minute. Wait, no. Then I can do this. They play Death, they're only at 17. I play that, that'll pull Thor, and then this could pull Mjolnir. So I actually will do this to get this covered. And I actually think I'll win this one anyways. Okay. So what could this be? Are they just... You know, that Miss Marvel emote really is quite annoying. Sometimes I don't know if they're BMing or if they're just like, oh, I messed up, I didn't think. I don't know what... Ah, I pulled that. But I do still have more power here now. You give it to me? So let's see, they could have had... They would have had 11 here? Yeah. I guess he just gave it to me. They should have won that, but they haven't even got 80. Look at that. 80, 80, 80. This here, climbing on up, and obviously you see it gives the 81, as they always do. You know what, I'll wait for my son to do that. So there you have it. Hammer Pop, I call it, but it's Lockjaw Thor. didn't actually really hit exactly what you're looking to do with it, but you can see you can put some easy power out there on the board. Just once you get Thor, Lockjaw, and Jane Foster, you then just kind of throw bigger cards in there and hope things cycle through as you need. With then, Spider-Woman obviously has her own tech to it, which is helpful, as well as Luke Cage and Sarah. If you can pull her on turn 3, then you get a few turns of less cards. Yeah, but there you have it. Made it to 80 this season. Probably will stop playing just to make sure I stay above 80 so I can hit that 40 reset, and we might actually be pushing to infinite next season, depending on how things go. Just gotta make sure I play good decks and play right. And don't misorder cards like I do a lot, unfortunately, with things in my toxic decks. But yeah, there you have it. Another video. Apologies for Miss Friday. Tried recording a bunch and honestly didn't get anything good at all. But yeah, don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and please leave a comment. Peace out.